just drove back from Beaufort, South Carolina. Like, 30 minutes ago now. So, yeah, and I went down there yesterday. So I'm turn and burn. I may skip a couple of words. If I start saying mumbly dog-faced and banana pole, just understand that I got a little Dane Bramage, and that's just the way it's going to be. So my name is Chris, and I am with the Pastoral Care Team. It is a deep honor to be able to speak to you tonight for a couple of reasons. One, I haven't prepared anything. Nothing. And the reason being is I'm using all of you and your examples and what you wrote and what you said in this presentation. Each of you took a little bit of time out of your life to be able to bring humor, fun, excitement, a little bit of information that some of us probably didn't know. Plants, man, I'm looking at it totally different. The Disney princesses, come on, bring it up. All that to say is, in the mindset of today's sermon, living out of joy and living in thankfulness. We had an all-team meeting earlier this week, or last week, and I was motivated to stand up. And I like to just kind of stay back behind everything because that's just not always what I like to do. But my thankfulness is this. On November 25th, 2010, while returning back to an installation that we were in Afghanistan, I was hit with an RPG-7 right behind my back seat. It's the same weapon that will blow up a tank. Everybody in my vehicle was wounded. There was a lot of mayhem. There was a lot of destruction. And I watched the guy who did it. I watched him pop out. I turned to my right, and I saw the plume, and I said to myself, this is going to hurt. And in a moment's notice, before he hit the vehicle, in a nanosecond, I heard and felt, you're going to be okay. My walk has never been really strong until the aftermath of that. Having been medevaced, this will be my second medevac time, being wounded, spending 42 months in combat, 4 deployments, all of that stacked up came to one point is, why am I still here? I've taken 2 of my breastplates and I've been blown up 13 times. One time I was 23 feet away from a 500-pound well. It sent me 28 feet back. And somewhere in that route, I picked up a passenger. This is a staff sergeant, I'll leave his name out. He said, I was fine. He tells a story today, I was fine until this big guy fell on me. You know, he says, how am I going to face my children if I break my leg? Gee, Dad, how'd you break your leg? In combat? No, my sergeant major fell on me. But I started to be pulled into a very dark place when I sat in the hospital and I was learning to speak again. I was learning to see again. I was learning how to pick things up and do things. And in the middle of the night, a cart came in and hit the end of my bed. And I opened up my eyes for a second, and in kind of a blurry haze, I saw this other patient was next to me. And I heard them talking, and she had been bitten by a spider. And I went back to sleep. A couple hours later, I heard people yelling and screaming and frantic. She'd gone to anaphylactic shock, and she had died from a spider bite. I had been shot, stabbed, blown up. Why am I here in this innocent? What is it that I'm supposed to be here? And so many days and many dark places, I found that I'm here to help others move through that area, through that time, through that dark space, through those individual moments where they don't know how to process, do not know how to navigate that. Help them change the narrative of their life in an instant to allow them to be able to live a fruitful and bountiful life. My daughter, when she was very, very, very young, now she's about this tall, when I was healing up, she came into the kitchen one day and she kissed me. And she said, Daddy, what's wrong with your face? That's kind of hard. Here's my little beauty. What's wrong with your face? And I said, well, baby, I had Bainbridge, and I couldn't say it correctly. And she goes, okay. And she runs off and goes and plays. Every once in a while, about 8:20 at night, so that's why I don't hang around too often. But about 8:20 at night, my brain starts to go, and I start saying mumbly dog face example. I might say anything. And in those moments, I come back to the point of this. There's a mission for me to do. There's a reason why I'm here. I'm here to help others. And since that time until now, I have 38 bullets that I've had other warriors hand to me and say, I'm not going to do this. Thank you for helping me save a life. And every one is, praise be to God, it wasn't me. Jesus will save. That's what we're going to do. So in conclusion, each of you brought a little bit of value